Fucking whatever, bro. Fucking whatever, bro. It's kind of funny. It's pretty funny. So this morning, well, this afternoon, I don't know when it was. Earlier today, I actually like him. I don't really understand all the decisions he makes or why he put trust in who he put trust in on certain things. But I like him. I think he knows what he's talking about. And I understand his thought processes. But he's like, hey, you got a minute? I was like, sure do, let's go. So I followed him. He took me in this far side office. And it was like, is there anything you need to tell me? And I said, well, and I thought he was talking about, is there more shit about the previous things I said. So I was like, well, I didn't say, and I said some other things. And he's like, okay. And I was like, I can't really think of, I'm not sure. I was like, other stuff just starts getting pettier that I don't care enough to mention. Or it's not my business. And he goes, what about your cubicle? I was like, oh. Well, I cleared that out because I cleared my cubicle out. I completely emptied that shit. There's zero personal belongings up there except for there's a bag, like a tool bag. I'm a tool bag with a tool bag. That is his beard. I was trying to figure out if that was his beard or if that was like his hoodie was up. I've got a tool bag with my pills and painkillers and cold medicine, everything I might need. Suntan lotion, sunburn lotion, mosquito repellent, all kinds of shit. All the shit that I had in my desk. In my, I got a file cabinet. All my shit that I might need still is not just decoration. It took a giant box to get all my decoration out of there. It's empty. The fucking thing is empty. All the shit on the walls is gone. All the shit on the back wall is gone. All of my skulls and my 3D printed shit and my plaque and all my other shit gone. All of it's gone. Flag, my little pirate flag, gone. It's all gone. My jar full of fucks to give, gone. They're these little I don't know what they are. I think they're like little wood maybe, stamped out of like maybe plywood or something. I'm not sure. They're these maybe they're little cardboard fucks. They're in the shape of the word fuck, and there's a lot of them in this jar. So my wife got them for me so I could have some fucks to give. It didn't really work. But anyway, that's gone. It's all gone. So he's like, why'd you clean out your desk? I was like, I did that Tuesday morning. And he said, okay. I was like, well, I mean, I talked to you Wednesday morning. And like, they asked me how it went in the office. And I said, I feel better. Like, I was waking up in the middle of the night just pissed off. For like weeks. A lot. Weekend, weekday. A lot of shit pissed me off. Like, I was waking up in the middle of the night just mad. Or anxious. I'd wake up with anxiety. I was not having a good time. Like, but I slept fine Wednesday night. I slept really good last night. Shit, I didn't tell him this, but I only woke up to pee once. Good. I feel much better. because he didn't really say it, but I like to think I'm pretty good at reading body language and facial expressions and everything. And I'm pretty sure he did not know the extent of what I told him. I think he knew a little bit, but I don't think he knew all that. And the other person that had a big problem, well, we all have big problems, but the other person that let it show through the cracks, they pulled him in there for a meeting today. But anyway, he kept saying, well, I said, I didn't know if I was going to snap, because I was really upset Monday. He's like, so you're not like actively looking? I was like, I don't think I have any resumes out right now. But I mean, I did, Monday I was so mad, I did hook up with 2 temp agencies and get set up just in case. And he kind of gave me a look. I'm like, I mean, I didn't know how I was going to go when I came in. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get fired. And he kept saying, you're not getting fired. Like, we need you. Like, I put you in, I'm in this group that's the controller, our lead inside sales guy right now, one of our contract accounting executive guys, he's in it. Is that it for us? Yeah. That's it for us. And then a bunch of people on the developer side, working with them to get this integration going for this. They're upgrading our software to the president that I talked to, he's our acting president. They're upgrading us to what they use, because ours is just fucking shambles. And then eventually they're going to take their the second set of software they use, because ours is the worst. It's so bad. They're going to take theirs and plug it into ours. They're going to teach us how to use it, then they're going to plug it in. That's going to be next year. So he's like, yeah, you're not going anywhere. Like, we need everybody 2 feet in. We need, because I said I've got my foot in the door to be careful. Because I packed up all my stuff because, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen. And if I snap, I don't want to try to be packing up, fragile stuff when I'm going off. Like, I'll break half of it, I'm sure, on accident. So as a preventive measure, I brought in some paper, I packaged it all up, I boxed it, and I put it in my car. Because I want to be able, if I always plan for the worst case scenario, and that put itself on the table when they fired him, and nobody told me. I didn't know anything about any of that. I know I'm not warehouse lead anymore, but I should have I think my opinion should have been asked. And I said it again, I was like, they weren't here. Mike wasn't here for the fucking last 3 guys we had. I trained them, I worked with them. I know how bad they were. And the guy we have now is night and day difference, so much better. Yes, he's had some personal problems with the general manager and the other new guy who's the general manager's friend. Yes, that's true. And if that's the case, they should have left me in charge of him and all that shit. Like, so yeah, I was mad. And if I didn't know that, and he's like, he kept saying, we're not going to fire you. Get that out of your head. And he's like, put your shit back in your cubicle. And all right. I'm not going to put it all back, because the box was huge, man. The box was heavy. My wife's like, why do you have that much in your cubicle? It's like, well, I'd 3D print this, and then I'd bring this in, and then Caesar bought me a skull. And then one of the techs give me this, and then you bought me this for Christmas, and it's just accumulated over time. And then there's the cat, my shade. There's a little plastic skeleton cat. I'm like, I bought her, it's mine. A bunch of other shit. I'll probably bring back some skulls and my pirate flag, because I like my pirate flag. So then, me being a fucking deviant, I'm like, if they're that firmly not going to fire me. Oh, he asked me if I wanted to go and take the corner office. Just to, get out of the noise. And I was like, I appreciate it, and I've thought about it, but I legitimately have agoraphobia, and I try and keep the balance so that I want to be around people, because I do prefer to be alone, but I don't if I don't want to be. I'm already essentially a hermit, and if we let me pull out even further and become more of a hermit, the very few social skills I have left are just going to be gone. And I don't want to become a total hermit. What is this fucking retard truck doing? Yeah, let's slow down and pace right at like the most closed fucking two cars that you could possibly stop after. Oh, I guess he's coming over. And then this Honda. Wow. I've got my turn signal on, but I'm not gonna fucking pace myself at an opening. Come over, idiot. You need a fucking football field to pull into? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I did ask him though. I was like, I do need to get your clearance on this, because if you give me clearance, then I'll be comfortable doing it. He's like, what? I was like, so I got pulled out of the fucking warehouse in November. I'm still not okay with it. I mean, I would have been okay with being told, we're going to put you 100% on billing. But considering there was those rumors going around and I was having to defend myself and people were mad at me for shit that didn't even happen. And then I got pulled out of the warehouse. That was all bad. It was all bad. And I am not happy about any of it. So, he's like waiting for the point. I like him. He's very business. Let's get to the point. Let's go. I respect it. I like it. But I said, so if they tell me, go back in the warehouse, I'm going to tell them to fuck off. Like, if they want me to take over the warehouse, they're like, no. I guess he's the one that made it. It was him. He's the one that said he needs to be 100% billing. Okay. I'm fine with that. That's good. I'm fine with that. And I was telling him, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I was telling him that after getting pulled out of the warehouse, though, I instead of having at least 5 or 6 things I needed to do, that I never got to all of it. I never did. I like it. I'm not complaining about the workload or the stress. But what I am saying is, now that workload's gone, and I just have, what I'm doing now, I'll get done with it, and I'll be done with I'll be done with everything. And it's 1 p.m. and I've got 3 hours left. Okay. I was like, I've been helping Caesar, because Caesar's got these 1,000 or so, I'm not sure, 1,300 He's got all these orders need to be shipped out every so often. And it's like hundreds of the exact same box. Like the box with the exact same items in them. I was like, so I know I set up an assembly line and just blow through it all. And like that survey said, it's grind. It's a grind. And I fucking love it. So, I mean... But I told him my wife was like, yeah, you feel like you're doing nothing because you were used to doing two people's jobs. Like, and now you have one person's job. This is what it feels like. Like, oh. Like, so it took me a while to adjust to that. And now that I'm adjusted to that, I'm not going back to warehouse. And I said, I hate to say it, but they wanted to fucking fire him. Like, they didn't talk to me. They didn't talk to me at all. Like, so they wanted to fire him so they can deal with that shit. That's their problem. And he's like, that's right. That's good. Okay. I got the president's nod. And fuck right off. Fuck right off. But I did say, you know, I already told I'm trying not to say names. I already told the general manager's buddy, him and his buddy wanted the warehouse guy fired. I already told his buddy, who's now warehouse now, I guess. I told him, if you need to learn anything, you know, about how to receive stuff, how to ship stuff in the system, any of the inventory processes, how the location system works, something you should know. Because I asked him too. I was like, you're not, are you planning on, he sounded like he thought they were going to get rid of the inventory system too. But the president said absolutely not. Like, I know, but nobody knows it but me now. Maybe Caesar. Caesar might know it. So I said I made myself available. If they, anything they want to learn back there, I'm more than willing to teach them. I'll do what I can. I'll, you know, processes and all that. I'm glad to help them. But I'm out. I guess there's more stuff that they're going to give me, which is good. And I was like, good, my hopper is damn near empty most of the time. Like, for what I'm used to, so feed me. That's how I said it too. Feed me. Fill me up. Let's go. I'm hungry. Throw that meat on the table. I'm going to chew through all that shit. Let's go. Let's go. I love having a shitload of work to do. So I'm going to go home and pick out some things. Put some of it back. Yeah. was kind of funny because yesterday I think I said something like, I'm not saying the general manager doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing, but from my perspective, it doesn't look like he has a clue what he's doing. Like, I see he's trying, and I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's new to it. And he had one role for many years. And I understand there's a learning curve. But dude. Terrible job. I mean, even for a manager, just bad. So bad. Oh, I should have told him about my first impression of the general manager. I know I've told the story in videos before, but I'm going to tell it again. When I was warehouse at the time, I came in there just in time for all of the manufacturers to start ramping production back up. So instead of getting like 40 to 60, 40 to 80 machines every shipment, I was getting 65 to like 110, 115 machines in every shipment. And they were shipping out. They were getting picked up. So not only did I have that giant fucking truck to unload, but people were picking up while I was unloading. People would pick up like half of that truck within a week or two. I was fucking busy. Like the floor space we had for all the machines, like when I started, well, I guess when I started there was a bunch of shit on the floor too, but when I started there was there's one aisle with two sides, 3 aisles. There's 3 aisles, so there's 6 sides. And then there's a back wall and then a front wall. And the front and back wall were slimmer or more narrow, and the aisles were about twice as long. K. So all of them were, because it's a floor stack, all those crates are floor stacked. So every single aisle was maxed out. The last aisle was about 2/3 of the way buried, like maxed out, because there's nowhere to put it. I got no choice. So I put that shit down the last aisle where it's I ended up putting that shit. The shit that's down there was the shit that moved the least. So it was kind of stashed back there. So all that extra shit was stacked back there. And my first impression of the general manager, he came in and he showed me where this fucking stand was. And it was at the very back corner of the warehouse. So I had to move. How did I do that? I had to get to it. So I had to move all that shit. And then I had to move shit enough to make room to get my forklift, in there. And it's not a stand-up, it's a sit-down. So that's another 1.5 feet, 2 feet that I have to make sure it's got clearance to get in there. Oh, God, it sucks. So it took me 45 minutes to dig that out. Maybe 50 minutes, maybe an hour, I don't know. It was at least 45 minutes. Oh, shit. It was at least 45 minutes to dig all that out. And then he comes in the next day, because I told him I'd do it by the end of the day. He comes in the next day. He's walking in through the warehouse door. He barely stops to look at it. He says, "Oh, this isn't going to work." He's like, "My bad, you can put it back," and then keeps walking. So I fucking stood there and stared at him. I don't know what the look on my face was, but I'm sure it was an expression that said, "Fuck you, fuck your whole family, fuck your bloodline, fuck you, motherfucker." I know it said all that. And then I stood there and watched him walk the whole length of the warehouse. And then the guy, the service manager slash business manager slash the guy that ran everything, I think he was the facility manager and the warehouse manager. I mean, facility manager and service manager. I think he did all that. I don't know why those guys got over. That lane goes away, bro. But anyway, He saw the whole thing, and I don't know if he knew that. I doubt he knew that was the wrong stand, but he knows that sales guy, because that guy, the general manager, was sales at the time. Willie, his name's Willie. He's dead now, anyways. Don't matter. Willie came up to me and was like, "Yeah, that's just how he is," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, he's a good guy though. He's a good guy though, so we just leave him alone." And I was like, all right. If Willie says, I love Willie. I still love Willie. He's like, if he gets a pass, then if Willie says he gets a pass, then he gets a pass. So I just let it go. I was mad for like a year. Like every time I saw him, I was like, that's that motherfucker. It's that motherfucker right there. But I just shut the fuck up. Because Willie said that's just how it is. That's how he is. That's just, what can you do? He's nice, so whatever. I never really saw that he was nice. I still don't see it. He's a fucking did I say his name? Well, whatever. He's a fucking sleazy he's a used car salesman. He's a slimy used car salesman. This is what it is. I guess you need him in the world. You need those. I guess. I don't know, dude. The previous president we had, they talk a lot of shit about him, but I just don't believe he's as bad as they say. Because he would actually do shit. Yeah, shit got bad under him. Like, shit was bad. Like, there was clutter and shit. But he seemed to get off really well with get along. God damn it, he seemed to get along really well with any of the vendors. He's real personable. He knows his shit. He's a smart guy. He's real smart. And he made moves that I understood. But a lot of this shit going on right now just seems like flailing around in the water. Don't know how to swim. Trying. Not the acting president, but the general manager. Maybe the acting president. I don't know. I'm just more comfortable knowing that the acting president is aware of what's going on now. And though he kept he kept his cards close to his chest, I don't think he poker faced well enough. I think he did not know it was as it is. I don't think he knew what it was actually like. That general manager talks a big game. But just as an example of all that game talking, I'm here all the time now. I'm going to be here all the time from here on. I'm here all the time, every day. You're not. You're not. Not only you're not here every day, when you are here, it's like maybe half the day. So don't fucking say it. If you're not going to do it, don't fucking say it. Because if you're not doing that, what else aren't you doing? There's a lot of shit he says he's not doing. The only thing that he pulled off was the back lot was cleared out. But at what cost? We got a lot of shit got thrown out that we fucking needed. I mean, not a shitload, but a good amount. And I'm trying, it's not my problem. I'm not warehouse. It's not my fucking problem. Not my fucking problem. So, like, if they're gonna throw out the pallets, like, in the past has happened already. All of the pallets got thrown away, and then we were told to ship something out. We have no pallets. We don't have anything to put that on. And you can't ship it like this, it'll get destroyed. Not intentionally, just that's how the system works. You have to palletize it, you have to strap it, you have to protect it. You have to put it in a crate. It's gonna get slammed around, it's gonna get picked up quick, it's gonna get dropped quick. If you don't palletize it, it's gonna fall over. It's gonna get stabbed with forks. It might get stabbed with forks anyways, but it'll definitely get stabbed with forks if you don't palletize that shit. You have to. So we had to take a machine off. We had to uncrate something and take the pallet from it, set it on the floor, so we could ship anything. So, are they going to start keeping pallets? Like, I kind of want to ask, like, hey, you going to keep a stack of pallets, different sizes? Because if you have, one of each size, you're going to have about a 8-foot stack of pallets. But you need those goddamn pallets. You need them. Because if you want the right size pallet, because those pallets are built and drilled in a certain way so you can properly secure a pallet, or properly secure the machine to it. You can use bigger pallets and put smaller shit on it, but it starts to get real fucking tricky. It's better to have the right size shit for the right size machine. It's just better. And there's no reason you can't save a stack. But if I ask that question, and if the guy that's covering warehouse right now says no, I'm gonna be pissed off. And why? I'm not warehouse. It's not my job. Not my responsibility. It is not my concern. Why do I care? That's my question to myself. Why do I care? Why? Why would I care? Just because I did 10 years of my last job, I ran that place. Maybe not the first few years, but it ended up being mine. I was responsible for it. I took all the bruises. If shit went wrong, I did shit wrong sometimes. Some of the guys that I trained did shit wrong. Sometimes shit went wrong. I took responsibility for it. I'm the one that got bitched at. That's fine. So when I came here, I was told, take ownership. This is yours. All right. Added all those processes. Because you have to. If you want shit to run smoothly, you gotta do audits. You gotta make sure all the ducks are in a row. So when the time comes to pull shit, the shit's there. The system's right, the count's right, it's there. You know where it's at. It doesn't just happen. People come in there and touch shit, move shit around. I move shit around. Sometimes I don't update it exactly right. I got to do an audit to make sure it's right. And if you do audits enough, the audits go pretty goddamn fast because everything's pretty much right. You go through and yep, and you're done. None of that shit's been done. So they're going to have an inventory after a year of people that clearly don't give a fuck. Like, they'll do it the old way. All right, good luck. So I'm going to go home and drink. Quiet my brain down a little bit. Calm my nerves. It doesn't actually calm your nerves. It just covers it up for a bit. Like, yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't fix anything. It calms the nerves down for a minute. Gives me a break. Gives me a break from feeling all that. I need to find good indica, like I had, like that orange hair shit. I need that. I need it. Hey, hi, how are you? Oh well. I guess there's a new big patch for Hightail. Should I fuck with that? Should I? I just might. I just fucking might. Whatever, bye.